Alright, so this one goes out to all these people that think that rioting and looting and everything else is going to be a great idea. The people you're taking money from, the businesses you're breaking into, have nothing to do with bad policing. Absolutely. I mean, did the guy that just broke into that Wendy's and burnt the place down have any proof that that cop that he was rioting against even went to Wendy's, or did he own Wendy's? Did he have any money invested in Wendy's? I want to say the answer to that is going to be no. The answer to that is no. Most businesses right now, mine's not included, thank God, but most businesses right now have been really going through a major hardship because of all of this COVID-19 bullcrap. Some of them are like paying a lot of money to restock their shelves in order to even be able to reopen, because food goes bad. Come on, you're rioting stores that have food in them. Food goes bad. That's just a given. Everybody knows that. Everything comes with an expiration date. Everything. So these guys are like, okay, going through all their stock. They've been closed for 2.5 months. Do they need to restock? Do they need to do this stuff? They put their own hard-earned money into restocking that frickin' store to be able to put the store back open again. And then the rioters and looters show up and they break the windows and they climb in and they steal everything. Yeah, okay, well, they're going to make an insurance claim. It'll be fine. The insurance covers it. Well, you know what? I filed insurance claims, and every time I've ever filed an insurance claim, the first thing that happens when I do is my premiums go up. Even in a situation where it's not my fault, my premiums always go up. So you got to take that into consideration. How much more do I got to pay for insurance says how much less I need to fucking get out of my business is a profit. And I can't let my profit drop to a point where it's not profitable to do business anymore, because that's just stupid. So the way I look at it is this. Our business, Dollar Seed, got the shirt on, Dollar Seed was made to make a certain percentage of profit. If the post office charges more, we lose money. We don't always raise our rates because we'll take that loss of money because we don't want to keep raising our rates, though we've had to in a couple times in the last couple of years, because the United States Postal Office says, hey, we need more money. They always need more money. We got Democratic parties out there saying, well, we got to help fund the United States Postal Service. All right, let me take this into consideration and say this is it. The United States Post Office is not owned by the United States government. It is a privately held corporation. They've never been owned by the United States government. The government would not be able to do that because that promotes income. The government cannot take income. The government can take taxes, and they'll take every dollar for taxes and put it towards whatever programs or whatever they got. But you got to understand that those dollars are coming from hard workers, people like me who have businesses. They don't come from just Joe Blow. I mean, it doesn't work that way. But these looters are out there looting cities in areas that they don't live in. And if they did, they know that's not the store you want to hit, because that's the one you got to go to get what you need. Holy shit. If you go in and rob a store, and that store loses money and has to make the insurance claim to state that they lost so much money, that store now has to pay more money for the insurance premiums of what they got, and then they have to pay a lot of money to do repairs to the store that got looted, and the prices in that store just went up. It's just common sense. It has to work that way. There's no other way for it to work. They can't afford to just say, okay, we got to replace all the windows, we got to change the door, we got to do this, we got to do that, and we got to go in and restock the whole fucking store just because some asshole decided to smash out a window and every other asshole in the neighborhood decided to go in and steal everything they had in the store. It doesn't work that way. If you people really want to be able to sit back and say, I know what happened to George Floyd was wrong, I agree, I fucking 100% agree what happened to George Floyd was wrong. I've seen a couple other cases lately that I've shared on Facebook that were totally wrong. You can't bring a knife to a gunfight. That's just not the way it's going to work. And I'm pissed off because people think that the right answer is going to be, we'll just go rioting and we'll loot the stores, and they don't have a clue, and most of them don't give a shit because first of all they didn't know the victim. Most of them don't know the victim. I can guarantee you, I don't know George Floyd. I felt bad for what happened to George Floyd, but I don't know George Floyd. Just like these people in California, they don't know what the fuck, they don't know nothing about George Floyd out in Minneapolis. They don't have a care. What they care about is they want to have fucking their perception brought about of what's going on. But now I'm going to bring you into a real question on this one. Why the fuck is Al Sharpton not under arrest and in frickin' jail? He incites fucking riots. He's always incited riots. He's fucking been a leader of many riots. He's always out there in the spotlight. He owes millions of dollars in taxes, and what the hell? He still walks the streets and he still preaches the preach and he does what the fuck he wants. Why isn't Al Sharpton in jail? I'm going to end this video with that one because that one pisses me off just as much as the people fucking robbing and looting stores that have nothing to do with police prejudice or police brutality or excessive use of force or any of that shit. That bothers me. You guys keep going out and you riot at all these places and you think it's just all fun and games. Well, fun and games comes back in the cost of price of goods served when you're done. And its prices are going to have to go up. It's not optional. Stop your bullshit.